YouTube, what's going on today, everybody? So today we're going to go over the main event. We're going to discuss the co-main event a little bit and the future of the lightweight division. So to start off, Rose versus Joanna 2. Me personally, I had Joanna winning 2, 3, and 4 just because of the leg kicks in between the rounds. Rose in that second round, she ended it off well with a great combination, and she also had a big left hook, prior to that may have won her the round. But people, even judges, seem to forget that leg kicks are significant strikes. So that's why I had her winning the fight. And I was just discussing with Joe Rogan because he I don't know. Yeah, I feel like he goes in to these fights and is a little biased, honestly. Like there are significant strikes, and then there are significant strikes. Like, what? A significant strike is a significant strike. Period. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much damage the significant strike does. Significant strike is a significant strike. But nonetheless, that second round was close. And even that fifth round was close. I didn't necessarily think Rose getting the takedown should have been a big deal. It should have just scored her some points, really. You get a takedown and do nothing with it, what's the point? It should get you some points. Not a whole round, not a whole round of work from another fighter gets taken away because you got taken down and literally you didn't even get hit. You were the one doing the damage. I sound a little bitter, but I'm not. Rose's hands are registered lethal weapons, man. Registered legal weapons, man. And the commentary team, they did do one thing. They reminded me that she's training with Valentina. Lethal. Lethal. She did get outstruck by Amanda. Amanda is now top for top, pound for pound, best female fighter. And she is going to end up being the best female fighter ever. Mark my words. Amanda's very technical. She's just a complete fighter. But regardless, her training with Valentina just showed, man. Because Rose, her hands, man, she got some speed, man. I'm so glad it went the whole 5 rounds, man. Because one, she got to show off her hands. She got to show off her movement for a good three rounds, I want to say. I feel like rounds 3 and 4, she was a little tired, stopped moving around as much. But with her stop moving around as much, she was sitting down in her punches, and they started definitely doing more damage than anything Joanna was throwing. So Rose, man, I want to see her go up against one of the Brazilian killers. And what I mean, either Andrade, even though I think Andrade used to be on some shit, not gonna lie. It doesn't make sense how she can fight how she can for 5 rounds. It's utterly ridiculous. 5 rounds, yet let alone 3. It's ridiculous. Or Claudia. I want to see her go up against one of them. Somebody who's gonna be bigger, stronger, meaner than really she's gone up against, I think she'll end up just outlasting Claudia, but Andrade, that's definitely a fight I think they need to look into making sometime during the summer. Next, we move on to, I don't know why I still have the old ass poster with Holloway on it, but Khabib versus A La Quinta. Shout out to Al, man. He's game fighter, man. Game fighter. Game, man. Got taken down in round 1. And I'm like, man, this fight's over. Nope. Survives. He was getting beat up. Got some submissions thrown on him. Fought through. Round 2 comes. Starts on the feet. But this time, Khabib gets a takedown a little earlier in the round. Then round 3 comes. Khabib's got he's popping out his jab and landing good jabs on Al. And Khabib was out there looking tired. When he went to shoot, it was looking like, oh man, he ain't got that same oomph, that same drive that he had in the first few rounds. That raised a question mark for me. And also, we're going to go into rounds 1 and 2. That raised question marks for me as well. So, Khabib wins that round, just pawing with his jab. And also landing his right hand. And some other big shots. He was landing his jab mostly, but he was putting some nice punches behind it. Round 4, more of the same. I'm sitting here calling it, man, because even the commentators see it. Khabib's leading. He's leaving with his chin up high. So me thinking boxing, in my boxing experience, double jab, come over the top with the right hand. But Al just never pulled the trigger. He never did. So round 4, Khabib wins that. Round 5 comes out. Al's moving forward a little bit more. Land a little bit more. But ultimately, Khabib gets him down. Half the rear naked. Looked like it was locked in, but Al being Al, fuck that. He wasn't finishing him. So he gets the unanimous decision. But man, great fight by Al, man. Great fight. And even great fight by Khabib, just gutting that out because he was definitely tired. But the red flags on Khabib's side that I got from this fight, you guys. I know Al has a wrestling background, but he does not have the BJJ credentials of a Tony Ferguson. And people hate when I bring up Nate Diaz, because I do think Nate and Tony can beat Khabib, especially after tonight. But Al doesn't have those black belt BJJ credentials. He doesn't have the ground game. He doesn't have any sub finishes from the bottom, Tony and Nate do. So Khabib can get that takedown. He's still going to be in trouble. He's still going to be in danger. If he ends up in their guard, he's still going to be in danger. Period. And Khabib was landing shots on Al, man. Was never really close to finishing the fight on the ground. He was landing shots, but he was never really close to the referee stepping in. The ref never said, Al, cover up, fight back, or nothing like that in the fight. So we definitely know Tony and Nate can take a beating. We definitely know that. And going into the 3rd round, Khabib was tired. That's ultimately why he wasn't getting those takedowns and why he really stopped shooting, because he was tired. He was popping out that jab. Tony and Nate, they don't get tired. So if you put black belt BJJ with granite chins and cardio for days, that's the formula that looks like it's going to beat Khabib with boxing, with good boxing. Let me say that. With good boxing. That's the formula that looks like it's going to beat Khabib. That is the formula that looks like it is going to beat Khabib. See, the casual fan after watching this fight, after listening to Joe Rogan, they're going to think, oh, Conor can beat that guy. Conor's going to be tied in the 3rd round too. Fuck that. We're not going to make it to the 3rd round, you guys. If it's Conor, Conor's going to be tapped out by then. Conor don't have Conor does not. He has not shown the heart that Al showed in those 25 minutes. He has not shown that. Period. End of discussion. Dislike the video if you want. I don't care. You're a casual. You started watching this shit 5 years ago, 4 years ago, whenever Conor fucking came onto the scene. That's when you started watching this shit. If you think that man stands a fucking chance. Now, if he stops takedowns, which first 2 rounds, you're not stopping Khabib's takedowns. I haven't seen it done, so you're not going to do it. And it becomes a striking match. Yeah, he stands a chance if he's not tired by then, but if we're going on what we've seen from these fighters, Conor ain't the guy to do it. And also GSP as well. I think dropping down, I think GSP should be fighting at 170, but I think him dropping down to 155, because he said he can do it, I think it's going to cause those same stamina problems that he had at 185. I think he's ultimately going to get tired. But I would love to see Khabib coming off of his back. I would love to see someone take Khabib down. We've seen it happen with George. We need to see it happen with Khabib. You know, nobody's taking him down. See what his bottom game's like. You know, so GSP, Nate, and Tony, that's all I'm going to discuss when it comes to who can beat Khabib. I'm not discussing O'Connor, man. I'm not discussing O'Connor, bruh. I'm not. That's Edson Barbosa part 2, bro. For real. It's Edson Barbosa part 2. He's going to get mauled and finished. He's going to get finished. Edson didn't get finished. He's going to get finished. You don't have Conor, now I'm going to say it again. Conor he has not shown that heart. He'll fight a bus, but if he really wanted that smoke with Khabib, he's going to try to get into the bus. He ain't fit to throw stuff at the bus. You suburb kids really think he wanted some smoke. He ain't want no parts of Khabib. He wanted to make a scene, and that's what he did. If he really wanted him, he would have tried to get on the bus. If he was going to try to get in the bus, maybe breaking through some glass, he would have tried to do that. But he wasn't trying to do that. He was just throwing shit at the bus. Wasn't trying to enter it at all, and he didn't even really have to do that. He could have just followed the bus and waited for the man to get off if he wanted that smoke. Period. I'm out, man. I'm tired of discussing. Let me know if you really know what the fuck you talking about. Let's discuss how Nate, Tony, or GSP can beat this guy. I won't be discussing anything else. Peace.